Hey there, everybody. I'm back. It's Justin Chamness here, and I'm here for the daily live stream. And I want to just welcome you right away to put things in the chat. I'll try to monitor that. But today I have a couple things that I want to share with you that I think you're really going to like. The first one here, let's just jump right in and I'll share it, and then I'll show you the second one right away too. But the first one is take a look at my email inbox. This here is PropStream, the automatic notifications. Okay, not this first email, but starting the second email coming down. Several here. I got these a couple days ago, and I was going to show them yesterday, but then I goofed up and did not show them yesterday. I should have. All right, so 6 new properties were added in just my little suburb here. Okay, pre-probate. All right, pre-probate. 101 new properties were added this week in the Independence vacant single-family residence. Okay, that's a lot. I feel like that's a lot. All right, what could those be? Those could be motivated homeowners that have moved. It could be tired landlords. All right, but hold on, we got more to say about that. And the reason I'm sharing this is do you remember the other day I was talking about like 129 new failed listings in just my little suburb? Okay, and then we have 4 new properties have been added, independent, bank owned, bank owned, bank owned, 4. Wow. 61 new properties have been added as tired landlords. Okay, so these are 61 that they have been identified as tired landlords. So this would be 100 properties in vacant single families up here, single family residents. This would be 101 vacant property owners. Okay, like they've moved. All right, so down here it says 61. These are tired landlords for sure. That may be a few tired landlords here in this upper list, maybe still, but they've pretty well split these apart because they can tell, is this a secondary property or not? That's what's so cool about having PropStream, y'all. You can really dive into that, and we're going to do some deal talk here in just a little bit. All right, 61 tired landlords, 50 tax delinquencies. Okay, 3 new properties have been added, independent zombie properties. Zombie properties meaning in pre foreclosure and vacant. They've moved. They've abandoned the property. They're gone. Splitsky, they left town, or maybe they moved right across the street. Hard to say, but they're not in the house anymore. Okay, maybe they built a bunker under the house and they're going to live there for free now. And the new family that moves in after the bank gets it is not, they're not going to, no. That's like a movie. I saw that. That's not, and then they come out at night and they watch those people while they sleep. No, that's not a zombie property, but that's close. Okay. Why is it called a zombie property? Because it's Walking Dead. It's Walking Dead. Does this guy have anything that's not a metaphor? No. Pre-foreclosure, and they're not there anymore. That's a zombie property. 9 new properties have been added, independence liens. Okay, independence liens. So these are just liens, like could be a number of things. It could be maybe a mechanic's lien, maybe something like that. Maybe it was maybe it's some kind of a medical bill. Okay. And remember yesterday I was talking about how we got to be careful to recognize the illness or the sicknesses, right? Okay, because those are important. Those are motivations for people to sell. Okay. So, a little bit unproduced show here today. Just going to do a couple worky things like that in front of you. Got a couple deals that I need to go over. a little bit further mentally myself, just to make sure that I'm doing everything. I feel like I got an eyelash in my eye, to feel like I'm doing everything that I can to do what needs to be done to make money on these deals. Because remember, that's the goal, is to make money. And so I've got a couple deals. Not sure if you're aware, but I've kind of changed my policy recently. Excuse me. I say I still don't like it. I'm such a I'm such a jackass sometimes. I say I still don't like it, but I see the beauty in it for you and for me. All right. And that is when you've heard me say before about not wanting to JV with you. Hey, is it because I'm a stuck up jerk? Maybe a little, like I'm a person that operates with what I feel like is a spirit of excellence. All right. Now that sounds maybe silly because, listen how I talk and look at me, but I'm definitely not like, what's Brad. I'm not Brad Pickett. Okay. That dude, he's probably, if you're going to say, hey, this guy's operating a spirit of excellence, that's probably the guy. We've had him on the show once before. Awesome interview. But anyway, I do real estate in a sense, with some level of excellence that I have a hard time putting up with shenanigans, man. Shenanigans, man. I'm not into them. All right, and sometimes, not all of you out there, but sometimes some of you got shenanigans. All right, now I'm supposed to be selling this program here, and today I'm telling everybody they got shenanigans. Oh my gosh. All right. So if you go to realestatewholesalersclub.com, there's my excellent mug. Hey, there's an excellent sub sandwich right there. We're going to talk more about passive income as we go into the holidays, and we're going to talk more about getting that sandwich lease option on. But you'll see in the menu, there's hey, if you've got a deal, you can JV with Justin. And look, there's fireworks that are going to go off. Okay. It's going to be magical. All right. This is ugly or pretty. All right. And there's a little step by step process here for you. If you must bring your deal and explain it to me, then here's how you do it. Okay. Schedule on my calendar for 15 minutes. And you better bring your deal. Okay. And it better not be a deal like, oh, well, I'm going to have it signed. No, that's bullshit. All right. No. See what I'm saying? Shenanigans. All right. Get it? Why is that a shenanigan? Because you guys know I'm the cheapest coach in the creative real estate business. All right. So if you're not a paying student on some level, then yeah, it's shenanigans, man. All right. Get the deal signed, and because this is a JV program. This is not a free coaching program. All right. I just want to be clear about that. Submit your deal for review right here. Use this form. Okay. Now that I've like sounded like a jackass, and I've offended everybody and all that. I love you though. I do. And I'm a giving kind of guy, man. Like I want to help you. I want to help. You won't find another coach that'll help you more than I will, that's for sure. But here's the thing. This is a JV program, and I want to help you right now with this. Find a buyer for your ugly deal or a pretty house tenant buyer, okay? If you got a pretty house deal, let's find a tenant buyer for it. All right, that's my offer to you. All right? And it's not just going to be me, it's going to be me and my people, okay? Me and my friends. All right. If you don't like that, then don't bring it. All right. That's all I can say. But we do have folks that do use this service already. And excuse me, I got a couple sitting right here in my inbox right now from a fellow that's brought brought a few to me. Um, and what I want to do without letting the cat out of the bag, so to speak, and exposing this deal to the whole world, which kind of in a way is what I want to do. Okay. I want to do that. Um, I one of these deals is in Middletown, Virginia. Okay. Middletown, Virginia. So if you're interested in a lease option in Middletown, Virginia, we're going to go over one here in just a minute. Okay. Signed, sealed, delivered. If you've got a tenant buyer over there and you want to joint venture by bringing a tenant buyer, oh, I'll hook you guys up. Yeah. I'll help hook you up. Now, don't come to me and say, hey, I got a tenant buyer and you ain't got no tenant buyer. And you're just going to go try to market it and find a shenanigans. Shenanigans. Don't do it. Okay. Middletown, Virginia. Now, there's another deal that I want to go over to today, and it's in West End, North Carolina. West End, North Carolina. That's what it says right here on this paper. So that's what I wrote down. Or the well, I've got the contracts here and everything. All right. I've got pictures. Maybe we could take a look at some pictures. You guys like looking at pictures? Well, yeah, these pictures are all right, but they're not great. Have submitted some deals through our JV program. All right. I have students that we have that are writing deals too. And we do that for them, but really I want to teach you how to do this for yourself because it's kind of frankly just between you and me. I've got some experience in this. All right. You're just really, how many times do you want to cut the pie before you take your slice? Okay, that's all I'm going to say. All right, you're already doing if you're wholesaling, you're already doing an adventure that doesn't have any passive or recurring income, right? Unless you do it the way I teach. Secondly, you're going to have now a partner now. Okay, small deal, small money, small. Why would you do that to yourself? When I teach myself and others teach also how easy it is to find, locate buyers when you have a deal. And here's the thing, everybody, the market speaks. Okay. And I'm not talking about anyone directly, even though we did have a little bit of a chat about this in the VIP chat room for students this morning. And that is that the market speaks. All right. In other words, that house, whether it's an ugly house or it's a pretty house, it's worth, in country boy terms, what somebody's willing to pay for it. Okay. And if ain't nobody interested in it at the price and in the fashion that you have it offered, then that means something. If it's been on the market, your market, meaning your Facebook, your groups, you've done the steps, you've done everything. You've sent it out to your cash buyers list, whatever side of this you're working. If that's the case, then there's something wrong with your marketing, with you. Oh yes, it's the problem is you. The problem is you. It's just you've got this curse on you and you just never can succeed. Oh, hello, Mr. Negative. Problem is the deal. It's the marketplace. If you take a product, I don't care what it is, to the market and you expose it to the market, if it's getting exposure and nobody wants it, there's a reason why. You got to clue into it. All right. So it's important to learn how to deal analyze. That's for sure. All right. So we're gonna try to do some deal analyzing here. Hey CEO, thanks for putting some stuff in the chat here. Sandwiches for all. Hashtag sandwiches for all. I totally love that, man. I'm down for that. Hey, this hey, you know where I got this sandwich and why it never goes bad? It sits right here and it never goes bad. I got it from McDonald's. That's why. Because you can get whatever you get from McDonald's, you can set it right here and then come back 30 years from now and it'll look the same. Go look it up on YouTube. It's proved. They proved that. Isn't that wild? Ooh, that's wild. Make you want to go eat some of that. Okay, so let's try to take a dive a little bit into one of these deals. And I want to just get out my slick board. And I know this is kind of an unproduced type episode here where we don't have a lot of flash and, you know, I'm not really showing a lot on the screen besides me. I don't want to expose this guy's contract. It's a real contract. It's really signed. All right, but I do want to talk about the numbers. Okay, so let me get this. The purchase price here on this deal, and the one we're talking about now is let's see here, the Pinehurst, North Carolina one. Okay. That one, that region. All right. 368K. That's the purchase price. 368,000. Now, see, I like this right away because this is bread and butter. This is less than 500K. This, oh, by the way, this is a lease option contract. Okay, so 368,000. That I looked up the property. It doesn't seem too crazy outside range of that. All right, by any stretch. It's a 24-month lease. All right. And I'm suggesting everybody that's doing this business to go 24 to 36 or longer now. Maybe start at 36 and back down to 24. Excuse me. Maybe make that your silver bullet, you know, Mr. Homeowner. If I can make this agreement read 24 months instead of 36, does that mean we have a deal? Oh, yeah. You guys know that's my favorite. That's my that sentence has made me more money than you can shake a stick at. All right. You can go back and replay that if you want, but that's the gold, that's the silver bullet right there. Okay, so this guy has written this agreement where he has 30 days to find an assigner. I mean, to find an assignee to assign it to. Okay, 30 days. So he's giving himself a little bit of a short window. Okay, I like to give myself at least 60 days, 90 days now, because frankly, it's going to take you between 40 and 75 days, probably, really, realistically, to find and place somebody, unless it's just a really nice deal. If it's an okay deal. If it's a really nice deal, though, you can sell that in a matter of days. All right. But that's the thing. That's why we're talking about deal analyzing, because kind of knowing what's up with the deal. All right. Let's see what else we have. All right. We have here. Ooh, this is a little steep here. This is the option fee. Option fee going to the homeowner, to the seller. I'm going to just put seller here. You guys know what I mean. Going to the seller. Ooh, this is a steep one. Okay. 7,300. Okay. 7,300. All right. But now let's think about it. What is 7,300 compared to 368,000? Well, here's how I think about it in my head. All right. 368,000, 10% of that would be, I could do that easy in my head. That's 36,800. 10% would be 36,000 and the homeowner's wanting 7,300. So what would 5% be? Well, what would be half of 36,000? It would be 15,000, what is it? 15,509, 16,000 ish. I see, this is my math. I've already reached the end of my ability, right? That's sad. Thank you, America Public School. Thank you. All right. All right. Anyway, option fee 7,300. That doesn't seem so bad now if 5% is 15 or 16,000, right? So what would this be then if this is about half of 15? So this is about 2.5%, maybe 3. Okay. So this is pretty good too. Okay. So now I'm starting to think right away, this is a pretty good deal because uh, I know right away, if the purchase price isn't too crazy high, then I might be able to find a buyer, a tenant buyer that will come in and put more down than this, right? So this is a pretty decent deal. Okay, $7,300 down is what you have to pay the homeowner, or what the homeowner has to be paid by your tenant buyer, right? If you're signing this deal, especially. So we got a potential spread here. Oh yes, a potential spread. Nice. I like that. Ooh, I like that. We have a potential spread, but do we have a potential monthly spread? Would we want to sandwich it? I don't know. Let's go ahead and look at some further details here. So it looks like the payment is going to be $2,400 a month. Okay, $2,400 a month. And I'm looking at the contract here. That's what it says for 24 months. Okay. All right. It's a real basic, simple agreement. I like it. It's clean. It looks good. Now, does 2,400 a month seem excessive for a $368,000 house? It doesn't. It doesn't, does it? Okay. I, okay. Now, some of you might be like, well, no, it doesn't. And then some of you might be like, well, I don't know. I mean, how do you tell? All right, that's a good question. So let's just take an experiment. We'll take a field. We're going to take a class field trip. Okay, and here we are. We're going over here to Google. We're going to go. I don't know how deep you've been into Google before, but today we're going to go all the way down into the mortgage world, and it's a CD. No, I'm just kidding. It's not the mortgage world. We're going to get a mortgage amount here. What would somebody be paying? All right. What would somebody be paying? Let's see. What is the number? 368,000 is the loan, right? 368,000. 30-year fixed interest at 8% is what it suggests it would be today. Well, lo and behold, not even including taxes and fees. 2,700 a month. Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Aren't we only making a payment to the homeowner of 2,400? Okay, I need to see what fair market rent in that neighborhood is. But 2,700, I'm telling you right now, 2,700 works in that neighborhood for a rent to own deal on a nice house like this. This is a pretty $368,000. I don't know if you've been inside a $368,000 house lately, but in a lot of parts of the country, they're nice. Nice. Yeah. All right. So the difference between 2,400, which we would be giving the seller, and what we might get here is a 2,715 would be $315 a month. Let's include what the taxes and fees would be if you were doing this, including PI and TI. Well, when they go to buy, if they were to buy today, their payment would be $3,328. That's a spread of $928 a month. Ooh, ooh, have I got your attention? Okay. Now this is a deal that my friend submitted to me in a J over my JV channel. Like he wants to JV with me. But my question for him now is why would you wholesale this one when it's potentially possible that you could get 300 to 900 a month in passive income from it for the next 24 months? Okay, I'm just going to do some simple math here. Let me get out the Casio and let's talk about it. All right. So let's talk about doing 300 a month. That was the shy end times 24 months, $7,200 you leaving on the table. Okay. Plus you could probably get another, you could probably at least get 15,000 on this deal. So you're going to make 7,700 on that option fee, which would leave you with a total profit so far. And this is if the house has no equity. $14,900. 14,900. So as a JV wholesale deal, this deal is not that great. Very skinny. Excuse me. But as a sandwich deal, if I were a sandwich expert, which I am, but you could be, right? This deal is worth a lot more. This deal is worth 15 grand. Hey, I'm back. I don't know what's happening here today, why we got dropped there for a minute, but welcome back. Okay. I'm not going to have time today to go through the second property deal, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow. But this deal here is in Pinehurst, North Carolina. If you're out there watching me right now and you got somebody in Pinehurst, North Carolina, holler at me. Okay. This deal is, I don't have a lot of marketing channels left to me to market this one on. And so I'm asking you out there, and it's kind of fun to analyze. I want to give a shout out to Sean. Good job contracting this one, bro. This one looks pretty sweet, dude. But I would cut me out and I go right for the juggler, bro. I mean, you know what I mean. I go for, I'd be trying to make myself the biggest dollar in this deal. And JV and with me is really not the most profitable way to do it because you're bringing in a partner, right? You're going to share the deal. So here's the thing. Um, Good deal though. Good deal. Good deal. And I believe that other deal is really good too. And I'd like to talk about it. So we'll see you later, man. All right.